Well, everybody, it's that time. Time to watch the best of the best from last week in Alabama high school football and volleyball action. It's time to check out Holtzford's highlights. We open this week's highlights featuring two outstanding Class 6A volleyball matches in Baldwin County, one of AHSAA's best volleyball hotbeds. We pick up the action with Spanish Fort High School and Baldwin County High School at Bay Minette, with Elise McKinney of the Toros delivering a spike for one of her 10 kills in the match. Both teams deliver some big moments in this next point before Abigail Lambert ends it with another Spanish Fort spike. The Toros win this one in straight sets 3-0, improving to 32-13 on the season. Next, we travel 15 miles to pick up on the action between Bayside Academy, which is riding a 20-year state championship winning streak, and Robertsdale. We see a long volley here by the Admirals and the Golden Bears before Bayside's Georgia McInnes delivers one of her 9 kills on the night. Next, Blakely Robbins gets some help with hit blocks in the first set for the Admirals. Coach Ann Schilling's squad wins this match 3-0 to improve to 37-11 in the Lady Admirals' first season in Class 6A. We now move into football highlights, and we have plenty of them to show you. We start with Andalusia High School hosting Geneva High School in Class 4A Region 2. The Bulldogs get on the board first with a short catch and run by receiver Caden Denson from quarterback Jack Lathrop that goes 32 yards for the score. Later in the first half, Geneva's Rhett Shiver drops back to punt. Andalusia's Ty Cameron Jackson fields the ball and returns it 73 yards for the score. Andalusia remains unbeaten at 7-0 with a 69-19 win as Lathrop finishes a 211-yard passing and 3 touchdowns, and Denson had 5 catches for 160 of those yards and all 3 TD receptions, including this final TD on a jet sweep. Andalusia faces Slocum this week and then faces unbeaten Montgomery Catholic October 14th with the Region 2 title on the line. Moving eastward, we look in on Opelika and Auburn in a big Class 7A Region 2 rivalry before a packed house at Duck Sanford Stadium. The action picks up with Opelika quarterback Roman Gagliano passing to Bryce Speakman for the 21-yard score as Opelika takes a 14-13 lead in the first half. That lead would last until just before halftime when Auburn, ranked number 1 by the Alabama Sports Writers Association Class 7A state rankings, goes into their bag of tricks from field goal formation. The direct snap to Will Best catches Opelika off guard, and his pass to Clyde Pittman, normally the quarterback, he's wide open for the touchdown as Auburn takes the lead. The unbeaten Tigers of Coach Keith Etheridge score the next 31 points, including this 15-yard touchdown run by Pittman, and cruises to a 51-29 win. Staying in East Alabama, we check out Eufaula vs. Carroll in a Class 5A Region 2 battle played on Thursday night. Tigers quarterback Copeland Cotton hands off to Arlias Slaughter, who scores a touchdown and then connects with Antron Mitchell on a long pass as Eufaula extends the lead. The Tigers would score 27 unanswered points to build a 24-point lead on the way to a 43-19 win over the Eagles. Moving back to Class 7A, we head to Madison, where Florence High School and Bob Jones are set to battle in a wild one in Region 4. Falcons quarterback Leo Glover stuns the crowd with a 48-yard run on a 4th play of the game for the opening touchdown. We fast forward to an even more exciting 4th quarter as Bob Jones running back Tyron Washington takes a handoff and dashes 20 yards for the score to tie the game 35-35. Florence isn't done, however. The Falcons drive down the field, getting in field goal range, and place kicker Chandler Dixon delivers with a 20-yard field goal to take the 38-35 lead. The Patriots respond, however, moving quickly into field goal range with enough time for one final play. However, Florence's standout defensive back Jahil Hurley blocks the field goal try, and the visiting Falcons improve to 5-2, escaping with the win. Staying in Class 7A, we find another nail-biter between Hewitt-Trussville and defending Class 7A state champion Thompson in Alabaster. Unlike most recent Huskies-Warriors games, this one was a defensive battle from the start. The Warriors coach Mark Freeman extends the lead 14-6 with this interception and 30-yard run for a touchdown by Anquan Fagans. Hewitt gets a late touchdown from quarterback Peyton Floyd on a 4-yard run up the middle, but Thompson's Fagans stops the 2-point conversion with his second interception of the game, and the Warriors win 14-12 and remain unbeaten in Region 3 at 4-0. The 7A competition continues to be fierce as we head back to Baldwin County with Region 1 rivals Foley and Fairhope meeting for the 100th time. The host Pirates jumped to a quick lead over the Lions, but fast-forwarding to the fourth quarter, quarterback Reese Tynes cuts a 10-point Fairhope lead to 2, scoring a touchdown. With 1:42 remaining, kicker Matt Owens kicks the winning field goal as Foley snaps a 5-game losing skid in the series to win 39-38. The Lions now hold a 53, 43, and 4 edge in the series dating back to 1931. Heading to a Class 6A Region 7 encounter at Muscle Shoals, Hartselle rolls in riding a 19-game regular season winning streak dating back to 2020. It takes some late-game heroics, however, to extend that regular season streak to 20 in a row. Trailing in the fourth quarter, quarterback Jack Smith calls his own number and scores to take the lead over Muscle Shoals. The Trojans regain the lead, however, picking up the action late in the final period. Ree Fletcher gets the handoff from Smith and runs into the end zone as the Tigers take a 29-26 lead. Muscle Shoals gets the final shot to tie the game, but the field goal falls just short, and Hartselle takes a come-from-behind win to remain unbeaten in region play. Heading to Crenshaw County, we check in on Class 2A rivals Highland Home and Luverne in Region 3. The unbeaten Flying Squadron took control early with Tyler Cheney intercepting 2 passes on defense. Austin Crittenden running for 78 yards on 14 carries, and KD Shepard picking up 120 yards on 10 carries and scoring 3 touchdowns. And Highland Home's big man, Keldrick Falk, a defensive end committed to Florida State, picks up a TD and has 92 total yards of offense as well. Highland Home wins this one 41-14 to improve to 7-0 on the season and 4-0 in region play. Moving to Class 4A Region 8, Westminster Christian comes into its game with DAR, looking to get back in the win column after losing a 70-69 game with Central Florence the week before. Quarterback Brandon Mush had another big game for the Wildcats, racking up 281 passing yards and 210 rushing yards to account for 7 touchdowns in a 53-7 win over the Patriots. He had 4 passing touchdowns to give him 107 on his career, pushing him past legendary quarterback Brody Croyle to 5th place in the AHSAA all-time passing TD list. Croyle, who started at Westbrook Christian High School from 1996 to 1999, had 105 career TD passes before quarterbacking at Alabama and in the NFL with the Kansas City Chiefs. We close this week's highlights with the top plays from last week's AHSAA TV Network Game of the Week, produced by WOTM TV, featuring St. Michael's Catholic of Fairhope posting a tough 49-41 victory over Orange Beach in Class 4A Region 1. Let's join the broadcast team with Coach Rick Rhodes and Mickey Shadrick.
What a battle tonight it was in Fairhope. 4A Region 1 matchup tonight between St. Michael and Orange Beach. And St. Michael holds on for a 49-41 victory. Huge region win tonight for the Cardinals. Mickey Shadricks along with Coach Rick Rhodes. Coach, coming in, we knew this game looked like a very evenly matched game. 2 teams in desperate need of a region win. You had the rivalry element in play as they're only about a half hour apart. This game was everything that we thought it could be.
Yeah, it really was. It really was an exciting game, as good a game as we have had in a long, long time. It had really everything, but what it had more of than anything else was that right there. Great running by St. Michael behind the left side of that offensive line. That got us started tonight, and that's going to be something that we're going to see repeated throughout the night. Very physical game, pretty heated, and lots of big plays, and Right here, you see the Makos get back in this game with a long strike right here, and that won't be the last time we see that young man tonight.
Yeah, Riddell had 3 touchdown receptions tonight, and you talked about it during the telecast. It was the deep ball that really was the friend of the Makos tonight, and it was the methodical running and the churning of the ground game behind this big offensive line by St. Michael's. Faiupu had the huge game, and this was a game that saw a lot of momentum swings back and forth. Turnovers and penalties played a part. Bottom line, though, Coach, it was just every time that Orange Beach got close, and they pulled to within 6 at one point, St. Michael's always seemed to have the answer.
They always did. They always would come up with a play, and it came in different forms, as you see. Yet again, another answer by Orange Beach to close things down. But every time they did, as you can see, that momentum's wearing a white shirt right here, and it looked like that maybe Orange Beach was going to get back and maybe win this football game. But every time that would be the case, St. Michael would have an answer.
Big sack here. Pearson, the linebacker for Orange Beach, had a huge game, and you see here it was Murphy with the pass to Cortez, and then Faiupu. Again, what a game he had. 4 touchdown runs for this young man tonight.
And that 4th down pass to Sexton was one of the big plays in the game, and that touchdown afterwards. Again, Orange Beach will answer right back. Looks like it's going to be a track meet to the end, and it was.
And then another run here. Ezra Sexton taking it the distance in for the touchdown. And
if you like big play football, this was your game because there were a ton of them.
And this was a 3rd and 20.
Yeah,
Turner to Riddell.
I was just going to say, we talked about big chunk plays. Well, there are a lot of chunks taken tonight, I can tell you, Mickey. There's another one right here. And it was a lot. We saw some familiar names, but there were a lot of different guys too that made plays. Corte, that was his long play of the night, and then of course this is going to be a kickoff return that we thought might turn everything around for the night, but again, St. Michael will answer.
And here is another Faiupu touchdown. Again, 4 for this young man tonight. He contributed in so many ways. And then again, when you thought Orange Beach was out, they get the touchdown pass to Riddell. And then here is the huge 4th down play that pretty much sealed the deal for St. Michael and got them the win and got their coach all excited.
Right now, we're going to take you to some of the highlights from across the state, but be sure to catch our show on WOTM every Wednesday night at 6:30. Now let's look in on Isabella versus BB Comer.
Little inside handoff to Lee. He's got running room, and he may be gone.
And he is.
He's running away from the defender's touchdown. Great play for the Isabella. We get Garrett in the backfield. They give it to, Garrett. Harvey pulls it out, and there he goes again. Nobody will touch him. Harvey for a Tiger touchdown from 65 yards. And Maury Harris in there, and he's got the football. Harris dodging tacklers. There he goes. Harris inside the 2015 touchdown. Kamari Harris from dancing inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5.
Touchdown.
It's a touchdown for Devin Harvey. And it's a touchdown, untouched.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
On a Fansville homecoming by Dr. Pepper.
Surprise!
CJ, we weren't expecting you.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing here? Hey, go State. You replaced me with star quarterback Bryce Young.
We could never replace you.
Here's your Dr. Pepper, Mom. Mom?
It's just a silly nickname.
You came up with Dad for me. Here you go, kid. Huh? They're my family now, CJ.
Next time on Fansville.
Hey, brother. Get out of my room!
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Now we're going to see, this will be a goal line stance or 1-yard plunge for a score. And into the end zone goes Braden Green, and an Ox Foundation touchdown. And time now for another Hoover Toyota kickoff. Experience the red carpet treatment, which features a lifetime warranty and more by Hoover Toyota. And off to the races are the Yellow Jackets, and he can't be stopped. Touchdown, an Ox Foundation touchdown, 82 yards on the kickoff return. Outstanding run. Jones has a lot of room to run, and he stiff arms a man inside the 10-5. Touchdown. Another Ox Foundation Solutions touchdown.
Well, that's a nice positive play on first down. You know, you're in 4-down territory. 3 yards is just fine right here. Now you want to try to make something happen here on this second down.
Brown's got a lot of room to run inside the 5. Touchdown, Gavin Brown. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Another Ox Foundation Solutions touchdown. Green's going to keep it, breaks the line of scrimmage, trying to find that room, and does. 15-10, 5, touchdown, Brayton Green. Another Ox Foundation Solutions touchdown, and the Rams go back and forth. This is a scoring fest, 28 yards on the quarterback keeper. Peterson getting some pressure, makes the throw, catch. Tyson Hill into the end zone, touchdown. Yellow Jackets, another Ox Foundation Solutions touchdown. It's because the backs are against the wall for their black and gold defense. 3 of 7 on third downs. Green looking to throw, tries to find a man and does. Touchdown, Rams. Jaden Roberts with the Ox Foundation Solution touchdown, 15-yard connection for the score. 0 for 4 so far on third down conversions are the corner Yellow Jackets, and this is the best time, if any, to see if they can get their first conversion. Peterson this time, and wow, he throws it behind, picked up into the end zone, touchdown Rams. Wow, Parsons picks up the loose ball, and Ox Foundation Solutions touchdown.
At the 33, Bird and the Dolphins. Bird looking to throw, steps up, wants to go up top, hangs it up there. He's got the touchdown. Braden Jackson, we said we'd see him come over on offense as well. High snap. Bird gives it to Gardner, looking to get around the right side. He will, still on his feet, tiptoes, in for the touchdown.
Once again, blocking down and getting the edge.
Royal on the left side, pressure from the backside. Royal breaks a tackle inside the 10, drops his shoulder, and it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Bird gives it to Gardner, and Gardner's in for the touchdown. They get it to Owens, and he's the playmaker on offense, and here's a big one for the Lions. Owens across the 50. Owens inside the 10, and he'll take it 80 yards.
How about that? One good block on the outside, and it was kind of a struggle too. It looked like Gulf Shores was going to get off the block. This kid's electric.
Already up by 2 scores, looking to make it 3 again. Bird on the keeper. He's in for the touchdown.
This is what I'm talking about, the way this kid finesses you inside the 20-yard line. You forget about the quarterback. Guess what? Don't forget about the quarterback.
Yep.
Really cuts on a dime.
Reads the play.
Reads the play. These plays are designed for him because he's just so good at understanding what's best on any given play. Bang. Look at the move. Look at the cut.
Once that end crashed down.
Yeah, he knew what he was going to do.
Yep. Langston Bird will hold to the near hash. And Langston's kick is up. And he's got it.
fact check. Can we do that? Take our time?
I think they retired his number. 2nd and 7. Bird steps up, looking for Jackson, and it's going to be picked off. Williams looks, pressure, hit, and he's dropped back at the 15. Gardner and Royal in the backfield. Bird fakes and he gets it to Royal. Royal across the 30 now. You see the speed to the outside. Royal down to the 10, and a late flag coming on there as well. They were looking at us like, what are you doing down here?
I know what I'm doing here. Kid was thinking, what are you doing here?
1st and goal from the maroon zone. They do feed it. And Royal gets upended, but not before he gets in for the touchdown. Fairhope on top of Foley now 38-22. Gardner with a fair catch. Lost the handle on it. Recovered by the Lions. 38 now. 1st and 10. Snap over the head of Williams. And ball is loose. Picked up by Gulf Shores. Rumbling ahead. Otto Brewer. We've called his name a bunch today. Will he get the touchdown? He's out of bounds inside the 5.
They named a building after him on the interstate. Yeah. I love that.
Didn't happen until he started being a part of Friday Night Rivals, right?
That's right.
Give Gardner, touchdown Dolphins. Mitch Rodriguez was O-line coach at Southern Miss, Louisiana, and Colorado as well. Around the corner, here goes Ronnie Royal. Royal, touchdown Dolphins.
Score, 4:49 to go in the first quarter. Throwing down the middle of the field into the end zone, 43-yard line. Here's a big guy. Up the middle. He's gone to the house for a touchdown. That is Kamari Harris. Yeah. Harvey keeps it himself. He's fast.
He might be gone.
There he goes.
He is gone.
Devin Harvey, the 2. Here's Kendrick. And he hands it off to Chapman, who goes into the... Harvey keeps it himself, and he breaks a tackle inside the 5, still pulling his way. Touchdown.
Man.
Great run by Devin Harvey. Little inside handoff to Lee. He's got running room, and he may be gone.
And he is.
He's running away from the defenders. Touchdown. Great play for the Isabel. We get Garrett in the backfield. They give it to, Garrett. Harvey pulls it out, and there he goes again. Nobody will touch him. Harvey for a Tiger touchdown from 65 yards. And Kamari Harris in there, and he's got the football, and Harris dodging tacklers. There he goes. Harris inside the 2015 touchdown. Kamari Harris. Harvey. Dancing inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5.
Touchdown.
It's a touchdown for Devin Harvey. And it's a touchdown, untouched.
Left in the game.
Kendrick keeps it, and he's dancing, and he's going to score.